This is IQD and VND, and today we are diving into one of the most talked about stories across global financial circles. The buzz around Iraq is reaching a fever pitch, and whispers of a brand new currency launch are spreading everywhere. People are asking if this is the long-awaited moment that many have speculated about for years. Could Iraq really be preparing to step forward with a stronger national currency? The very possibility has ignited conversations among citizens, investors, and observers around the world. The idea of an official currency shift has taken center stage, and the anticipation is unlike anything seen before. For years, the Iraqi dinar has been weighed down by history, decades of conflict, sanctions, political instability, and economic struggles. Yet despite all these challenges, one topic has never completely faded from the discussion: the possibility of a revaluation. It has been a subject of constant speculation, debated in coffee shops, forums, and even within families who have held on to hope for a brighter financial future. Now, the new round of whispers is different. People are not just talking about revaluation but about the possibility of an entirely new national currency. And that development changes the conversation entirely. What does new currency actually mean in the context of Iraq? Some suggest it is simply a modernization move, rebranding the nation's money with updated designs and features to inspire national pride. Others believe it could involve the introduction of digital systems, aligning Iraq with global trends toward electronic and blockchain-based currencies. If either scenario is true, it would represent a serious transformation. A fresh national currency signals reform, modernization, and a deliberate step toward international recognition. It could also lay the groundwork for the broader concept that continues to dominate discussions: a potential revaluation of the dinar. The prospect of a revaluation has long fueled speculation. For holders of the dinar, the mere thought of the currency strengthening against the dollar carries life-changing implications. People imagine Iraq stepping forward with renewed credibility, gaining the respect of the global financial community. For the country itself, a stronger currency could symbolize confidence and stability, giving citizens a sense of empowerment after decades of challenges. Whispers suggest that if Iraq truly moves forward, the rates could be surprisingly high. And although no confirmation exists, the excitement grows daily as numbers are shared in conversations, screenshots, and online discussions. This is why the phrase "breaking update" carries such weight whenever it appears. Some wonder if central banks are already running quiet tests behind the scenes. Could banks have confidential instructions ready for the right moment? Every small detail, whether real or rumor, adds to the intensity. Launching a new currency would involve preparation on many levels: designing and printing new notes, embedding advanced security features, upgrading banking systems, and even training staff for exchange procedures. Each of these steps is monumental, and the mere idea that they may already be underway keeps speculation alive. Imagine the visual impact of brand new notes being introduced across Iraq. Citizens walking into banks to exchange older notes for colorful new designs would capture worldwide attention instantly. Every note would carry not just value but symbolism, the message that Iraq is turning a new page in its history. For holders outside the country, such a move would ignite renewed discussions and constant monitoring of exchange screens. The ripple effect would extend well beyond Iraq's borders, pulling global attention directly to Baghdad's economic decisions. Silence from officials only intensifies the buzz. The Central Bank of Iraq has not made definitive statements, but in the absence of official confirmation, speculation fills the space. Communities online share scenarios, personal strategies, and predictions about what could come next. For many, even the thought of a digital dinar sparks excitement. Iraq could follow the global trend of digitization, making its currency easier to adopt, trade, and recognize internationally. Yet, the link between a new currency and a potential revaluation remains the central focus of nearly every discussion. The life-changing possibilities drive this energy forward. Imagine a person holding 100,000 dinar. If revalued at $3, that becomes $300,000. Back for dollars, it nears $500,000. Multiply those numbers by the larger holdings many people reportedly keep, and the scenarios become extraordinary. These conversations fuel dreams of financial resets, early retirements, and debt-free futures. Whether those dreams are realistic or not is still uncertain, but the fact remains, the anticipation keeps growing stronger every day. Patriotism also plays a significant role in this story. For Iraqis, a new currency would not just be about economics, but about pride. Holding stronger notes would mean holding a tangible symbol of their country's recovery and resilience. It would demonstrate to the world that Iraq is serious about reform and modernization. Citizens would feel empowered, believing their nation is finally stepping onto the global stage with confidence. Such symbolism can be as powerful as the financial implications themselves. The whispers extend beyond Iraq, often tying in another currency that has attracted attention, the Vietnamese Dong. Conversations frequently link the dinar and the dong together in the same narrative, suggesting they may share similar destinies. While Iraq's story is tied to oil reserves and Middle Eastern politics, Vietnam's path is connected to industrial growth and trade. Together, the two currencies have become symbols of speculation and possibility, mentioned side by side in countless discussions worldwide. Some speculate that the two currencies could even revalue together for balance, while others argue they will remain separate stories. The truth remains unknown, but the comparison keeps speculation alive. People see them both as underdogs in the currency world, nations that could potentially surprise the global market with dramatic changes. Whether or not they are truly connected, the conversations never seem to stop, and the comparison keeps the excitement alive for both sides of the discussion. Markets react quickly to whispers like these. Analysts, traders, and everyday people debate heatedly about the possibilities. Some dismiss the entire subject as nothing more than rumor, while others insist that the momentum proves something significant is on the horizon. What makes this moment feel different, many argue, is that Iraq is moving through reforms at a faster pace than before. Stabilization efforts, modernization of systems, and pressure from international partners all point toward forward momentum. Whether that translates into a new currency launch remains to be seen, but the progress is undeniable. One of the biggest questions remains timing. Could Iraq be preparing everything quietly behind the scenes for a surprise launch? Theories spread daily about whether the timing could be tied to fiscal calendars, national budgets, oil contracts, or even international agreements. Each theory is examined, debated, and reshared across communities that watch every move closely. The excitement grows with each passing day, even in the absence of official confirmation, because anticipation itself has become part of the story. For many, this moment represents hope after years of waiting. Communities built around these conversations keep each other motivated, informed, and engaged. The idea of a sudden revaluation, or even a gradual strengthening of the dinar, has kept people focused on the future. They imagine the headlines: Iraq introduces new currency. Global markets react. That story alone would dominate the financial world, putting Iraq directly at the center of attention in ways not seen for decades. The possible shockwave of such an announcement is what keeps this speculation alive. Banks could see lines of people exchanging notes. Citizens inside Iraq would transition to a new system, while international holders would rush to monitor exchange rates. The world would be buzzing about Iraq's bold move, and the nation would suddenly hold a spotlight that could reshape its global image. For many, even imagining this scenario is enough to fuel ongoing hope. But for now, the reality is that everything remains whispers, speculation, and anticipation. Nothing has been officially confirmed, and the silence leaves more questions than answers. Still, passion surrounds this topic like never before. People continue to wonder if this will be the turning point or just another chapter in a long story. Until Iraq makes a definitive move, speculation will continue filling the space, and communities will stay connected, waiting for every sign, every whisper, and every potential update. So the question remains, will Iraq surprise the world with a new dinar launch and a revaluation soon? Or will this be another delay in a long-running conversation? Time alone will answer, but the hope remains powerful, and the whispers are only getting louder, until the official word arrives. The story of Iraq's currency continues to capture imaginations across the globe.